Hey, it's Jennifer with Pigskins and Pigtails. In my last video, I compared screen printing and sublimation. Today, I want to help you get started with sublimation by talking about the equipment I use, and then I'll show you just how easy it is to set up and make a shirt using sublimation. I've teamed up with ProWorld for all of these supplies that you need to get started. You need a sublimation printer, sublimation ink and paper, blank t-shirts, and a heat press. It's also helpful to have heat-resistant tape, a lint roller, glove, and butcher paper. Sublimation uses specialty inks and papers that make this process work. This means you need to have a special printer that will work with these inks. This is a Sawgrass sublimation printer from ProWorld, and I'm printing on text print sublimation paper. After my design prints, I place the design face down on my t-shirt, and when I have it where I want it to go, I transfer my shirt and the design to my heat press and heat press it for 50 seconds. And just like that, you have a finished shirt. You don't have to wait for this to dry, it's all ready to go. There are two popular choices to consider when you are in the market for a sublimation printer. I started with an Epson Ecotank printer. This is a regular printer that I converted into a sublimation printer by filling the brand new print tanks with sublimation ink instead of the Epson ink. This was an economical way to get started. You can find these printers for less than $300. However, I will caution you, this printer is currently not working for me right now. I left it sitting for probably about a month without printing anything, and the ink has dried up in the tubes. I've run it through a ton of cleaning cycles and it's still not printing. So I've gotten really frustrated with this happening frequently, and it also uses up a ton of ink trying to clean out the clogs. So I recently upgraded to this Sawgrass SG1000, and this is a true sublimation printer. And yes, it is a lot more expensive, but if you're watching this video planning to start a t-shirt business that offers sublimated shirts or products, this is a great business purchase. If I had to do it all over again, I would have gone straight for this printer, and here's why. Sawgrass printers are one of the easiest ways to get started with sublimation. You just unbox your machine, plug it in, slide in your ink cartridges, install the software, and you're ready to go. This printer is designed for sublimation, so the lifespan and durability is much better. I shouldn't have the problem of the ink drying up and clogging this machine like my Epson did. This is a better quality printer too. You will get really bright, sharp prints, which is something that's really important if you are going to sell the products that you're making with this printer. Sawgrass has two different models. They have an SG500 and this SG1000. I chose the 1000 so I could make larger prints. The SG500 can print up to 8.5 by 14 size paper, and this SG1000 has the ability to print up to this 13 by 19 size paper using the added bypass tray. Here I'm using the 11 by 17 size paper to print a larger shirt design. This larger paper allows you to make your design fill more of the shirt. Next, the support that comes with the Sawgrass printers is amazing. For starters, when you purchase a new machine, you will get a free one-on-one call with a Sawgrass expert. If you aren't tech savvy, this is a huge deal. They will walk you through the entire process of setting up your new machine and even remote into your computer to make sure you are set up and printing correctly. Since the Epson machines aren't designed to be used for sublimation, you won't get any support from Epson on how to get started with sublimation. The software that comes with the Sawgrass printers is really helpful. It comes with Creative Studio, which is an entry-level, user-friendly design software. It has templates for many of the sublimation blanks that you can purchase on ProWorld. This makes it really easy to size and design your products perfectly before hitting print. The software also includes a bunch of pre-made designs, so if you're a beginner, you can browse through their library of free and premium designs that you can use in your projects. If you have a little more of a graphic design background, I love using Photoshop. And I love using the Pro World blank templates that you can download from the Pro World website, and then you can put them into Photoshop and use the guide marks to help you set up your blank so that it's going to print at the correct size and the correct position of whatever blank you're using. Then I just drop the file into a special folder on my desktop, and this launches the Sawgrass Print Manager. And this is where I can select the type of material that I'm sublimating on. This machine will then put down the appropriate amount of ink for that specific type of blank. The Epson doesn't do that. You get the same print regardless of what blank you're using. It's details like this, plus things like the Sawgrass color management, that are going to ensure your print looks absolutely perfect. If you are planning to take sublimation beyond a hobby, I would highly recommend this Sawgrass SG500 or this SG1000. There are so many possibilities with sublimation. As a screen printer, this process doesn't replace screen printing, but it is really nice to have this in my craft room for those one-of-a-kind shirts or full color designs that I can't achieve with screen printing. If you have any questions about sublimation, leave a comment below. To learn more about sublimation and screen printing, be sure to subscribe to my channel.